Hey, what is up guys, and welcome to the third map of the Dragon's Teeth DLC for Battlefield 4. This is Pearl Market. Now, to me it looks very similar to Flood Zone. All the rooftops, everything's going to be pretty much happening up there. Although there is plenty of spaces for you to get down and fight on the ground, a lot of the times people will want to have the high ground and cover the objectives from up above. You can see everybody's kind of on the roofs. There's a couple of guys down there, and obviously you'll need to get down there to capture a few flags. But overall, I see this being an all-out war between infantry. There is an Amtrak on this, so you can have a bit of a distraction trying to take down an Amtrak. And there is two Aurors, which I'll do a separate video for. I'll show you all the Auror locations. They are battle pickups. You can only pick them up by finding them in a crate. Once you find that crate, you go ahead and hide somewhere and deploy it, and hopefully get yourself a few kills with it. It is not overpowered. A lot of people would have thought they'd be overpowered, but it's not overpowered at all. But like I mentioned earlier on, I'll cover all the maps and all the pickups and all the locations where you can find the RAR. Now, getting back into the map, you can see this is a sniper's paradise. It's going to be loads of guys on top of the rooftops. You're also going to have infantry. There's not that much high ground that you can have, really. If I go up with my camera just a little bit, I'm already out of bounds. So snipers will not be able to put down beacons and get themselves on top of the high buildings like you do in Flood Zone. So I think that's a pretty cool thing, that you get to take the high ground, but at the same time, you're not always guaranteed 100% that nobody's going to get there, or somebody really has to go out of his way to put a beacon down or parachute down behind you or something like that. An engineer, a medic, anybody can climb up a couple of step ladders and get to you. So I think that's what makes the map interesting. If you're an infantry fighter and you love infantry, the Amtrak's not really going to cause too many issues for you when playing this map. Only takes a couple of RPGs and you take it down or put a bit of C4. It is very narrow streets here. There's not going to be that much room for him to move around. So I don't suspect the Amtrak's going to be a huge issue. Obviously, this is Conquest. We're looking at Conquest just because it's the biggest of the maps. And you can just see all the action where it's taking place. I see a lot of the action taking place around the middle of the map. Obviously, if this would have been on Rush, I would have been limited to only certain areas of the map. But Conquest is the biggest map, so that's always the reason why I go into Conquest. You get to see the full picture of the map. You get to see the map at its biggest. You get to see all the vehicles and how the map performs on the biggest stage there is. I think it's a really fun map if you're into infantry fighting. There's going to be loads of close quarters combat going on here. Possibly maybe lots of shotguns, lots of PDWs, but I see this being an infantry's paradise for people that just love getting into Battlefield, and people that love deathmatch and that sort of stuff, and you don't want vehicles to be in your way but still play Conquest at the same time. This is going to be the map for you. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Onwards with the fourth map of the Dragon's Teeth DLC.